Hi, today I'm going to show you how to change out the door handle and the window controls on a 2011 Dodge Charger. This is a police version, and so the rear doors, they have no handle, and the window is inoperable. As you can see, maybe on that one, that one I've already done. So thankfully I've got a little experience on how to do this now, and hopefully this one will go a lot smoother than the other one. Some of the main things, we're going to take off this panel here. This is fairly well covered in most of the YouTube videos, so I probably won't spend a whole lot of time with that, but it's pretty easy. You go around and you pop the you get this out, and you just kind of tug on it very carefully and pop the door out, and then it will slide up and come off of the rack here. But whenever you do that, you're going to have your window controls are going to have a wire hooked to them as well, and then there's a whole bunch of cables and wires that are hooked to it. So you have to kind of go through that and disconnect those so that you can take this door piece off. Then what most of the other videos don't tell you is that on the inside of this there is another panel, and it covers it's going to cover your door locking mechanism and your handle mechanism. So in order to change the police version out, we got to have this handle off, we got to have this door mechanism will come out, and the inside plastic covering will come out. We'll have a door lock that goes in here, we'll have a handle that goes in here, and we'll replace this switch. I'm not sure what they did to it, but the switch does not work. I've got a new switch here in a kit to fix it, and with the other door handle I just plugged it in and it worked fine, but this one does not work for whatever reason. So there will be a little plastic cover right here that we pop off, and there's a screw in there. There is a plastic cover here that we have to pop off, and then there's a screw in there before we start pulling it off from the outside. Show you some more things here. So again, I learned from the other one, but this is the door locking mechanism. Whenever you close the door, I'm going to go ahead and pull these 3 screws out here in the very beginning and get that taken care of. I'm going to, right here, get some light on it, right there. Right there. There is a cover, and all you do is take that cover and you just pop it off of there, and it comes out just like that. Okay, and inside that right there, there is 1 screw, and that is what holds your door handle on. Sorry, trying to do this with keeping the light on it here. So right in there, there is a screw. You just loosen that screw up. It does not come all the way out, but once you get it all loosened up, this door handle here will just, you pop it out and pull it down, pull the back down, and it'll slide out. And then 1 more screw is right up in here, and I don't know if I can see it up in there or not, but there's another screw up in there that has got to come out. That's from experience, and that's the one that I could not find before, and it made things a huge pain in the butt. So I will get started, and I will get some of this stuff taken care of, and once I get the panel off, I will get back to you. Okay, gonna show you a few more things before I take this panel off. So right here we have a cover that's just a little styrofoam. That's gonna come off there. That is where the latch, the lock, is gonna come up out of there. There's another one that's right here in front of it, and same thing, that just comes off like that. So this is the handle release, so it goes to the latch inside and then runs to the lock. So this is actually going to go through that hole and connect inside there, and then it's going to come out here to where the latch is, but we'll connect that later. One other thing, there is a it's for the police stuff. There's a latch right there, and that latch, you can see I've already loosened the nut on it, but I got to hold it from the inside. So that latch will come out, and there'll be a plug that'll go in that hole right there. And that's kind of the same kind of cable as this is, just a little different. But that will come out completely then, and that runs through to the latch. So let's see what else we got here. I've got these screws off, okay, and it's not going to go anywhere. Same thing is I've taken that screw there and I've loosened it a whole bunch, but I've just left it in there. So that's ready to come out as well. All right. Okay, so I reconnected the battery. I put the car into the accessory position, and I checked with the front windshield, our front windows, to make sure that the windows work from there, because they'll work with the back window. And then I reconnected, or I connected my windshield, my window control, my new one that I got, so I can check it and make sure that it works. So it does. And now what we're going to do is see that inspection hole there. We've lowered this out of the way, and now I'm going to see that white thing right there. That's what holds the window. You have to reach in and grab the top of that and pull it towards the outside of the door, and then that will release the window so that you can get the window out of the way. And then we'll slide that window all the way up to the top and tape it so it's out of the way and doesn't bother us while we finish our work. Okay, and it just barely squeezes out of there. All right. So there it is. Now this is the this goes to the door handle outside. This is your locking mechanism here. We'll have to take this out anyway, so I'm going to pull this wire off. And again, you might want to take a picture of what this looks like, because there's some different brackets on here, and these get, again, they're in the cold especially, they get to where they break super easy. Okay, well, I'm not sure how good I'm going to be able to show you this, but again, this is the door latch from the outside. This is the door locking mechanism that attaches to the car whenever you close the door. That's where your lock is going to come out. That's your electronic unlock and lock for the car, and that plugs right in there. So this is on a bracket right here, and that bracket, when you get the right lever, it just easily slides off. That was my major headache for doing it the first time. I'm going to try and show you where it's at, and it is right in the very center, and there's a little tongue that sticks out that locks it in. And whenever you get the right thing, I've got it lifted up, so now if I just easily slide on it, it slips off just that easy. Okay, now let's see if I can let this down easy here. That is right there. It's that thing right there. You just lift it up like that, and that's all it is, and it slides out super easy when you get it right. The problem is finding it when you don't know what it is. Okay, so this is the next part is separating this white from this black piece here. And I said the white had to come off. Technically, it's this black piece that comes off. And it's going to separate like that. So there's these little tabs. Get them in the right spot. So as you can see right here, okay, that slides in and goes all the way through. So this is where you got to be very, very careful and be very patient with just wiggling those out just one by one and just very gently, or these tabs will break off around the edge. And then you've got, once you get it open, then you've got this here. And so that's where we're going to change things out. This right here was the door lock cable, okay? So I'm going to change that, and it's going to go in a different slot. And what else? The actual lock. So you got the latch handle comes in here, and then we're going to have the lock that comes in here and goes out through here as well. So I'll show you that in just a minute. Okay, so I snapped that black plastic frame back on. Okay, that's easy going back together then, once you get all your stuff in there. And now I'm just going to take this one, and it's got the bracket that puts it in the right spot. I'm going to take this, and it just slides right on there. And click. It's in. So that's all set up. So it's going to look in the door. It's going to go in just like that. There's the door right there. And it's going to be inside there. Of course, it's going to be attached to the plastic panel before it goes in. And actually, one thing I can show you that from earlier, we were talking about the window. Okay, this is the window here. Let's see. So actually, it's kind of looking. So this is what you got. You got to pull it out like that, and it releases from the hole in the window, which you can see right there. So that's how it holds the window in. So, and I've got the window all taped up so it stays up and out of the way. So you want to make sure and tape that up, or that falls, you'll have another problem on your hand. So you want to make sure you got a good way to lock that into place. All right, so I'm going to put the locking mechanism will go back onto the plastic piece, and then the plastic piece will go back in the door. And you kind of seen me take it out. It's going to be harder to get it back in. Okay, so we've got everything back on. We've got the lock coming on. It's got a little boot in the kit that I bought that goes on here. And then that's where that comes through to lock and unlock the door. All the wires are back on and in place. So now we're getting ready to put the outer panel on. I've got the remote control for the window out, so I'm just going to pull that up through there whenever I get it on. All right, so we got it all done. Got the windows hooked up and everything. So just like that, closes, opens, windows work, door latch works. It's all good to go. Thanks for watching.